We ended up being 5 for 5 in the red zone, threw the ball for a couple of touchdowns. That was similar to the balance that we're looking for, probably just with a little bit more explosiveness in the pass game.
Liam, what was your evaluation of the offense?
I mean, I thought he played his tail off. I mean, I really do. I thought he played his tail off. The whole theme for him all week was just calm down, slow it all down, slow your feet down, slow your mind down, and I thought you saw that. I mean, the touchdown to Wandell in the red zone, that was all him, and that play was designed to go to Bates on a little bit of a sneak route out of the kind of a little bit of a wham look where we're trying to sneak Bates out. Wandell was the second read. Will kind of makes a move in the pocket, makes a good, comfortable throw. I mean, the kid played his tail off. He ran the ball for, 75, 80 yards. One was not a design run. He just made a play on because the running back went the wrong way. I just thought he really managed the game well. If you look at, all right, we didn't turn the ball over tonight, right? Didn't turn the ball over tonight. He was efficient, 14 to 17. We manufactured some passes. I thought he played really well.
Slow down, calm down is easier said than done.
It is.
How did he accomplish it?
It is. All week, I mean, I think our coaches just, Coach Perry and Coach Estesois, has worked within the quarterback room with us. And those guys do such a good job of helping prepare the quarterback. There's a lot of things that I get pulled in different directions with, throughout the week. And I think our staff just did such a good job this week of preparing our players for the situations that we were in tonight, and the guys were able to execute with a quieted mind.
You trained me all week. I step out there for the opening kickoff.
Yeah,
go right there.
And testament to Will. Testament to him just getting it right. Understanding that this position, at times, you got to be a dog, right? You have to be a physical player, and you saw him carry the pile for a few yards there in a couple instances, but I thought he played the quarterback position tonight the way that we were looking for it to play.
Was that the most outside zone you've ran?
Yeah, it was. It's actually a really good question. That is. And that was the theme this week a little bit, where they play so much man coverage. They've been seeing so much tight zone, and their linebackers do such a nice job of fitting their gaps downhill. So our thought was, well, let's try to hit it just a gap wider with some of the wide zone, and then hold some of the man players on the backside with routes, but they weren't really involved. I thought our backs did such a nice job of hitting the backside C gap where we're trying to get that ball back to. Coach Settle did a great job with the backs this week of really getting their aiming points locked in this week, and I thought Coach Wolford, our O-line coach, did a phenomenal job with the plan this week, getting those guys ready to go.
Is smoke starting to turn a corner?
Yeah, I mean, hope so. Love to say so. And the kid will tell you that I'll be the first one to say, easy on that until, because I want him to, he's stringing together some good weeks. And that's a point of emphasis for Smoke, is consistency. And I love the kid. I love his energy. I love the way he plays the game. He's fun to coach. So I'm excited about his developments for sure.
How valuable is it to get a game like this under their belts with, going into next week?
Huge, especially coming off a little bit of a lackluster performance last week. Confidence, momentum, this game is so much built around that. And when you don't have confidence and momentum, sometimes you start looking around like, well, what do we do next? And I feel like tonight our players knew what we were trying to get accomplished, what we were going to hang our hat on tonight. And then you saw some of the play action with the wheels and things like that to come alive, that we're better because we ran the football and we committed to running the football. And that's still who we are, and that needs to be who we are.
Coach Settle mentioned that McClain was preparing this week as if he needed to step up. He did.
It was a wheel out. Finally hit it. Finally been trying to hit a wheel or a little bit of a misdirection, kind of dirty eyes play. And when you call that type of play, it's better to call it when you're running the ball well. It's just the reality. And our guy Jatan came in, hadn't really got that rep a ton in practice this week. Really, Mike Drennan had that rep a lot, but those guys were kind of playing an interchangeable role this week. Our plan was to try to get our backs more involved this week, especially with Josh being down. We were trying to get 84, Isaiah Cummings, involved a little bit more. trying to get the tight ends a little bit more involved, as well as those running backs to supplement, some of those targets and production that Josh has given us.
Liam, what do you see on comments? What explanation did y'all give? Why wasn't that a catch?
I really don't know. I didn't get. I just kind of been ready. The guys up top are like, dude, just don't even listen. Just get your next call ready. I didn't get a great explanation. It looked like a bang play where I thought he had possession. Isaiah really ran a good route, was physical, and I was hoping to get him in the zone there. And then really the one that was crazy to me was the no snap, no play that we ran. That we were trying to draw him off sides, and we don't get that.
Is that the first score?
That was the first score on the slant route that they ended up calling as a no target and a no completion on that one. And then when we went for it on fourth down, we were trying to draw them off sides or later in the game, in the first half, I think it was. I'm not positive. We're going that way. When they jumped, and we don't get that call, and it's just the way it works out.
Liam, as a play caller, as you alluded to, looks like you had those little short throws with nobody anywhere near several times and not hit them.
Yeah.
How frustrating is that, and how gratifying is it when you can call those plays?
It is, because and that was something that, like, Coach Stoops kind of referenced throughout the week to you guys and for myself. Like, every experience and opportunity I'm able to learn from, I guess. As a staff, we're able to learn from. We're still trying to get this thing going and in the direction that we're trying to get it in, and understanding a little bit who we are. Like, who are we? What's our identity? Well, our identity is still being able to be physical and run the football. And if we can just be efficient in the pass game, then I think we can be pretty dangerous.
Is there any kind of good peer pressure this week from the defense has been playing so well, the offense saying
no,
we're going to pick it up?
It's been great. I mean, maybe a little bit of personal pride, but it never came from those guys. Never came from the other side of the ball. Really, the defensive staff and defensive players have been so good in terms of, hey man, you guys picked us up in Missouri. We're helping you now. It's all going to come together, and I think Brad the defensive staff do such a nice job. I thought we played complimentary football tonight. When they got those stops and turnovers, we were able to take advantage of tonight.
You talked a lot about how much respect you had for what they had done before you got here. But at what point did you realize this could be a special 6-0 going to Georgia?
Shoot, I don't know if I did. I don't know, man. I don't know. You never really. You go into every game and you're just trying to give your kids the best chance to be successful, and I guess it never really gets to that point where you're like, man, we're 6-0, especially because we haven't played that well on offense in some situations. To have our guys tonight somewhat put it together was really nice to see. It was just great to see our kids play with that type of energy again. Back-to-back weeks bringing that type of energy in a big game. That's not easy to do at times. And I just thought that the kids, the staff, did such a good job of putting a plan together that we really had. I just felt like the confidence was through the roof going into the game.
You're pretty tough on yourself when you have a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
How are you at patting yourself on the back when you have a nice performance like tonight?
Never great. I'm not usually probably great. I need to be a little bit better, but I'm happy I'm happy with the win. Last week I was really, truly thrilled to be a part of that win. Tonight I feel like we truly were a part of that win. And it's just fun to see the kids having fun and playing that way. That gives me energy. That gives me the ability to go home and sleep at night, because I know that they're always going to give us everything they have. And that was my bummer sometimes, is when I don't feel like I helped them enough. And this week I feel like we had a very good chemistry between the players, our staff. We were in really good continuity all throughout the week with our vision, what we wanted to do, and I think it showed up tonight.
Mark told us he saw that really early in the week in preparation. Did you have a specific moment maybe with your unit that said, okay, these guys are dialed in?
I think really, if you looked at our Tuesday practice, we threw and caught the ball very well. We probably Tuesday and Wednesday are tough practices around here. We go at it pretty good, and we don't let up. We run a lot of plays, and our kids just don't flinch. They don't blink. They don't, get angry that we're overworking now. You know, they're eager to work and learn. And I thought that was a big sign when we came out for Tuesday's practice in pads, ready to go, coming off of a little bit of a struggle against Florida. The mindset and mentality to get better was there, and I think that's where that probably showed up for tonight.
6-0. This is easy, right?
No, it's it's crazy because my first year in the NFL, we go to the Super Bowl. My first year coaching in the NFL, we go to the Super Bowl, and there was coaches on that staff that have been coaching for 30 plus years and never been to a Super Bowl. And so those guys were always like, "Man, this is easy, huh? This is easy." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, this is not, but this is awesome. It's cool to be a part of." And this is very similar in a lot of those ways where you're just thrilled to be a part of it. You're thrilled to see the players being able to have this type of success, and it's really cool to be a part of. It's great to get some of the messages from people and hear what guys are saying, and people are proud, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, it's going to